GM.
Yo, Hunter, starting off with a banger. Man just gifted like 5 subs off the rip.
Yo, Hunter coming in, he didn't waste no time. He was just, starting soon. He just went ahead and sent it. We love it. Thank you, Hunter. Appreciate that.
Tell
I'm
me
back.
you have ApeCoin.
We are back.
Without telling me you have ApeCoin on it.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, welcome back, Tagline. Hope you're feeling much better.
I'm feeling good. I feel like I've been gone for a while. Like, I feel like it's been gone for forever. Like, it's almost been 2 weeks since we last streamed.
Yeah.
But, I went to New York City for the Cool Man's thing.
Mm-hmm.
I brought a sickness back with me from New York. So all last week I was basically just on the couch in bed, just kind of recovering. And I'm feeling better. We're back today, back to streaming, back to our regular schedule. And I'm ready to get into things. And I feel like it was the worst time to be away because so much happened in the last week and a half of NFTs, or even over the weekend.
Yeah, it did kind of pop off.
Like all last weekend, not this most recent weekend, but the weekend before was all about ApeCoin. It was all about Bored Ape announcements. They had their the other side announcement, and then this last week we had this last weekend was ApeCoin pumping. ETH's pumping right now. It's almost 3,400.
We're up.
We're up, baby. We're feeling bullish right now, and we just had a merch drop that we're gonna cover in detail. We had the WoW Galaxy drop that we're gonna cover as well. But yeah, there's a lot going on. If you were on NFT Twitter yesterday, it was I don't know if you were paying attention much yesterday to NFT Twitter, but it was one for the ages. It was just something after the other. We had the whole gutter cat drama with NFTs Anonymous. We had the proposal video, which I don't know. Have you seen the proposal video?
I did. I don't understand what the big deal is, to be honest. Besides that, that's just the generation we live in. Like, it's kind of socially awkward a bit.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, hey, GG's to getting engaged.
Hey, I know you're married. Whenever you proposed, how'd your wife react?
Bro, I guess jumping up and down, crying, or speechless, I guess.
Okay.
Like in a good way though. Not in a bad way.
Hopefully in a good way. Yeah. I mean, that's good. I think that's the reaction people expect usually. So I think that's what people saw that video yesterday, and it was kind of like, and then they found
She's
out.
Like, will I marry you? Yes.
Aw. Yeah. That's all I heard was aw.
Yo, sign the prenup.
Yeah, we had that, and then I guess it came out that they actually have. We're not going to go into detail about this, but apparently they have an OnlyFans together. So
More power to you.
More power to them. Maybe it was a publicity stunt, and they got some more subscribers. So shout out to them.
Hey, maybe they're geniuses. I don't know.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta pay those bills somehow.
I'm more ETH.
And then after that, we had the whole Will Smith thing, which isn't really NFT Twitter. That just kind of took over social media. But yesterday was action-packed, and then today, this morning, we hit the ground running with this merch drop. But before we get into merch, let's hop into our usual schedule. It doesn't feel usual because it's been a while, but let's hop into Flipstop Finance. Let's check out how the market's feeling. How are we feeling bullish? What projects are up? What projects are down? And let's go and see. Let's sort by 24 hours. So there's not a lot that are like jumping out the seams that are just popping off the page. But one thing I did find that's interesting is this number 2, Budget Penguins, they're back, baby.
Pudgy, they never left.
Well, they did leave because they got delisted from OpenSea.
Okay.
So I guess this means, are they back on OpenSea and that's why they pumped? I don't follow Budget Penguins at all. But I saw this and it kind of caught me off guard that hey, they're back, they're up 20%, they're over at 1.2 ETH pretty much, and hey,
yeah,
they're
Party
still around.
D-gens. Hopefully Mtoli can get out of Party D-gens now.
He's been waiting for this moment.
He has that in his hidden folder.
And then the last one, the other one I wanted for us to talk about is the F crystals. So we've got, they didn't pump too much. Obviously they dumped after the whole. I guess they were able to claim for the avatars that the F render was able to, that he released recently. So they've kind of recovered a little bit, but this kind of leads us to talk about F render's avatar project and everything. Do you? I think you minted crystals as well as I did. I think a few of us did. Did you still have any? Did you save any for this drop, or did you sell them?
Yeah, I saved them going up into this drop, and I guess it ended up working out okay. But either way, I don't think you could have went wrong because it was a pretty big profit if you sold before the essence, or if you kept it, then I think this makes up for it. So, I think essence is at 0.75 right now, 0.74. Anyways, I held a crystal, so I claimed the free one. I got one on a discount, and then I minted one. So, all 3 phases for me.
Nice. That's good. I went a different route, so I've been holding on to those crystals for a while, and I actually ended up selling mine like right before this drop. So during the pumps, I think I sold my crystal for close to 3 ETH. That was like 2.75 or something. I just kind of once I saw a pump, I never paid too much attention for it. I saw previews of the avatars that he has releasing, and I didn't get too excited about them, so. I just decided to sell into the pump and then kind of move on. So
that's these, by the way, for people in the chat. If you don't know, this is F Render, the artist, the very popular NFT artist. He had the drop yesterday, or phase 2 and 3 of the drop yesterday. But you're not directly minting an avatar. You're minting the essentially the pass. So this is the mint pass. But this is going to be used for something else other than just directly the avatar as well. So you kind of have to decide whether to mint it or use it, burn it for an avatar, or save it for whatever else is to come. But yeah, they have a very kind of unique style to them. This reminds me of a lot of the Tezos art, like on Hen and stuff. These avatars, the way that they're looking
absolutely.
right now. And then Harry said one of the artist people on this project are also part of the art team for Odessa. So I was like, that's pretty interesting as well. Wonder if there'll be a good little pump from that or marketing from that at all, or if maybe there's a potential collab or anything. I don't know. But
yeah, some of these ones on the website they look a lot better than the initial previews I saw on Twitter. So I think they look nice. It's a good style, and I've always liked F Render's like style and his art, his 3D rendering. It looks really nice.
For sure.
All right, well, we got this pulled up. Let's go ahead. We were going to talk about merch first, but I feel like we're going to talk about that for a long time. So let's just jump into. So Saturday we had the World of Women Galaxy mint, and I know that on Friday you were solo. You had your solo stream, and I think you talked about it here for a little bit as well.
Yeah.
But we had the mint. We had the Dutch auction happen on Saturday. Did you follow it at all? Did you mint any?
I was following it. I decided to just wait until after reveal because it ended up being a gas war. I didn't get in early enough.
Yeah.
So I think with the gas war, they're right about pretty much what they minted out at. You just don't have the benefit now of rolling for a rare, right? But yeah, so I just waited to do it after reveal, and then I did claim one as well, or my wife claimed hers. Sorry.
Nice. Yeah, I was watching it. It was one of the more painful Dutch auctions I've been a part of because it was just, it started at 3 ETH, which no one was going to buy at 3 ETH.
No.
I know people were upset about the price, but also it's like it wasn't going to sell out there. But my thing was they waited 30 minutes every time before dropping the price. So it turned into, I don't even know how long it took. It was basically a whole afternoon of just keeping track of things. But the way they did, like whenever the Dutch auction first started, I think the floor price for some of the unrevealed ones that were already claimed was like 2.75, so no one bought it at 3. And then once the price dropped to 2.7, the floor open sea was 2.5, so no one bought. And then it kept this, I guess, I don't know, like this domino effect or this just effect where every single time the Dutch auction dropped, OpenSea floor dropped even further. So no one ever bought it. And it was basically this big stalemate until they eventually sold out, and they sold out at 1 ETH, which they started off pretty, the transactions picked up, they slowed down, then they picked up, and then they really picked up. Then there was like thousands and thousands of pending transactions, and so you said you didn't get any. I think a few people in the Discord did. I was able to. I think I minted 15 of them early on. At first I missed out on the gas. I had to up the gas a little bit, and I think my average cost for them was about 1.15 after my gas war, or after I paid the gas. But yeah, I'm a fan of them. Do you like the look of these? I mean, I know they're a little bit hard to tell difference from the. They look more similar to the original collection than like mutants do to the original apes.
Yeah.
I guess that's a advantage or disadvantage. I don't know. What's your thoughts on how they look?
Yeah, that's one comment that I was gonna make. I think the clothing is the easiest way, but you would have to know, like, hey, is that part of the Genesis like collection? You'd have to be familiar. But if you are, then it's pretty easy to tell, like, which ones are the Galaxy. But I like the look of them, kind of in an abstract way. Like I don't know. I can appreciate it for sure. I don't think that they look terrible at all.
Right.
The only thing, just like any other project, is like certain combinations of things. It's like big oof. It can just like hit your eyes.
I haven't seen any of those, but I guess you mean like it just looks like it doesn't look good.
Yeah, like when you put them together, but like individually, the traits and stuff, they look pretty fire.
Yeah, here's some right here. I don't know. So I minted, like I said, I minted 15 of these, and let me actually go. I actually minted a decently rare one. Let me see if I can find it here. So I actually got the, I'm waiting for someone to scoop this up at 125. It's a really cheap price. Sandbox, if you're listening, just, you can make my day. But I minted one of the, I guess the one of the new skins, the Iridium skin, which is more rare than the, it's more rare than the Night Goddess skin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which, and Terps, Terps probably isn't watching right now, but he pointed this out to me, and I got this tweet. He sent this tweet to me, but WoW put out this. They have this base character for the WoW Galaxy named Nows or whatever, and she's got that skin. She's got that same dress that mine has, and mine's the only one minted that has that skin with the matching dress. So I mean, I'm trying to put my bags here, whoever's listening, but we got the similarities going, and we take that, right?
Yeah. Yo, send me this link. I'll DM Gary and see if he's interested.
Yeah, that'd be the Schiller Discord has a history of selling rare WoWs to Gary for cheap.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he would be interested. But yeah, I think it's nice. What were your thoughts on? So one issue, it wasn't an issue. It was a known thing. But we had people that were buying unrevealed WoW Galaxies because they had the mechanic where it's whatever skin tone you had for your original WoW was going to have the same skin for the WoW Galaxy. So if you had a Night Goddess, you claimed it was going to be a Night Goddess. So we had people paying above floor for Night Goddesses, for the rainbow skin, the cyber green skin, and then people started trying to FUD it like, oh, there's a data leak or whatever, but they just don't understand it. But
that was pretty funny.
Did you follow that at all? Were you kind of looking at maybe sniping any?
I thought about it, but the thing was, like, when it came down to it, it's like I didn't know how to price them, like other than if somebody had already bought one, like to set that market price, I didn't know what they would actually be worth in the Galaxy collection. So it's like, how many X above the floor would it be worth? Especially as the Dutch auction was going down, the claiming process and then Dutch auction was going down. I had no idea like how to price them at all. So I was like, I'm gonna just stay out of it. But it just goes to show us again, like even before NFTs, I think the people that have the advantage in this world are the ones that are gonna be more like technically savvy, right? And when I was going through college and university and stuff, like everybody was saying, teach your kids coding. I think it's like still the same thing, because like we deal with software every single day of our lives and these smart devices, and if you don't understand how they work, like on the back end, you're just placing yourself at a disadvantage.
Right.
So you don't have to be some genius, but I think like everybody should kind of be exposed to the fundamentals of how stuff works, and then at least be able to do what you want to do. Like if you wanted to be able to do that, like not manually, like link a Galaxy skin back to the OG, but then know when those rares were claimed or minted, you could have done that as well.
Right. Yeah, I didn't pay attention too much to it, but if I would have seen one that was close to the floor for like a rarer skin, or not even like, obviously no one's gonna list the rarest skin at the floor, but even if it was just an off like a green or a blue skin, I probably would have bought it, but I didn't really care to dive into it that much. I did see, we saw Tropo make a gamble on he bought that a night goddess, like one that was claimed. This is before the Dutch auction even sold out. He bought, someone claimed their Night Goddess. It was going to be Night Goddess Wild Galaxy. They listed it for 20 ETH, and Tropo bought it for 20 ETH, which I thought, people were saying that was savvy, what a great move. I thought that was, I don't know if it was a great move. I think it was so risky, considering it was going to be, 20 ETH is, like, that's not, that's 2x the current floor of WoW, right? And that's like maybe half of a current Night Goddess floor, but I mean, I haven't even checked yet, but I actually am really curious on seeing. Let's see how he's feeling about this. Now, let me find the skin tone.
Yo, would have been so bad. Like if they would have got extremely fudded if for somehow the IDs were different, and so people were like, or not the IDs, but I think because if you added a certain amount to it, or something like that, you could see which ones were the OG.
Yeah.
But what if that was messed up and people thought they were buying rare skins? Oh, that'd be tough.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at this at first glance, there's 236 Night Goddess WoW Galaxies. He spent 20 ETH, and the floor for them is, it's less than 7.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be feeling too good about that gamble right now. Maybe long term it works out, but like snap judgment right now, I don't know. It's hopefully he bought it for the long term.
Pitch Dark says, I'm hoping my WoW Galaxy doesn't fall out of the top 100.
Yeah, Pitch minted a nice one. That's nice.
That's insane.
GG's.
I did see people, like, quite a few. I don't know how their tweets came. I guess just retweeting, but people were like, I'm into the top 5, I'm into the top 10, whatever. But in my head, I was just immediately thinking, like, there's so many left to be claimed still that you can get kind of pushed down.
Yeah. Now, so we talked about it earlier with the Dutch auction. It ended up being a gas war. I know you're pretty big on this. We've had this discussion before. How disappointed were you that they didn't use ERC 721A?
I would say pretty disappointed. I feel like it's a big oversight, even if they didn't use ERC 721A, doing some other type of mechanic or building their own standard. But it's at this point, especially when the original drop was so long ago, you've had so many collections drop after that.
Right.
There's not really an excuse besides laziness or ignorance or greed or whatever, like, to not do it. Like, it's literally like no reason. So it's pretty upsetting.
Yeah, I guess I was under the assumption that they were just going to already implement it. So whenever I went ahead and set my first transaction, I looked at the gas cost and I was like, wait, what? And I knew that they didn't do that, and I just thought that was incredibly disappointing. But I was also surprised that they didn't get as much pushback for it on social media or on Discord as much as I thought they were going to. I thought it was going to get funded to the ground because of it, but after it minted out, it looked like the people were pretty positive on the WoW Galaxy drop and the reveal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know. It comes down to maybe you don't know what you're missing out on. I don't know if the WoW community just doesn't know about that gas savings, like, smart contract or not. I know quite a few people in it do. So, but maybe they just weren't the loudest voice, so it just kind of got swept underneath the rug.
Yeah. Dort's got a question, asking if they have to use the same contract type as the original. I don't think they have to use this. I think they could have used the 721A because it's a completely separate collection and separate contract.
Yep. That is correct.
All right, well that's our WoW Galaxy talk. It's right now the floor price is 1.5, so they minted out at 1. Gas War put the cost around 1.2, 1.3. So people are barely above on it. I'm curious to see what these do long term. Once there's more space from away from the drop and see how it fluctuates. And I want to see how they divide this membership. I don't think we have a clear picture like with apes and mutants. They're pretty clear. Like, hey, OG apes are tier 1 membership, mutants are tier 2, and there's significant differences, but there's also similarities. And I don't think the WoW team has really come out and said like what maybe the advantage is for having one versus the other yet.
Yeah, and aesthetically, like you said, they're so comparable. Like they look so similar, and I really vibe with the colors, man. Like I like the art of both collections, to be honest. Surprisingly, I don't know if I would have like ever come up with that look, but now that it was there, like I liked it from the beginning.
Right. Cool. Well, let's move on to we got this big event happen this morning. Let's just jump right into this. So we've got the merch drop. I know we're wearing our merch to represent the Bored Ape merch drop that happened today. I know we were on the Discord call earlier with several other people in the Discord, and we were all trying to secure merch, see who got what. So before we jump into what the merch actually looks like, what was your initial experience? Just your snap reaction to, I guess not. Let's save the look of the merch. We'll talk about that later. But just, I guess the format, how it's dropped. Now we use ApeCoin instead of using a normal checkout the credit card. What was your thought process on this approach and how it worked out?
I mean, okay. TLDR overall, I absolutely hated this entire thing. Like everything about it. From the initial announcement to the details, like leaving like little breadcrumbs over time and not having like a centralized like one single message source of truth, not opening up like the website maybe with the details up there ahead of time, like even previews, that would have been cool. The fact that you had to obviously like connect your wallet there, you can't even see the Bored Ape merch if you don't have a Bored Ape. Like I understand. Like, why not just show it to people? Like, it's just unnecessary. Why not just show it to people even though they can't check out with it? And then the other thing is, again, just not making it clear how the mechanics work. Is it by wallet that you can make a transaction? Is it per ape in a single wallet you can make a transaction? Are you going to be able to buy ape like in that whole workflow? Are you going to need ape before? I think they already said like you be sure to have ape, but still it's just they could have clarified so many things beforehand, and I hated the entire process. Plus then we incurred some issues during the thing where maybe it took our ape coin, like the transaction on the Ethereum network went through, but then Coinbase didn't recognize it, right? So they didn't verify it. So then maybe some people's orders timed out past the 15 minutes, and then they tried sending it again, or then they had to open up support tickets within the Bored Ape Discord, or even sending the email. So it was just like a terrible mess. Plus, the merch is just ass.
Okay. We're already getting to the hot takes. We're not even in the hot take segment, but here we go. I mean, not talking about the looks of it yet, but I mean, just the style of the drop is, I understand they want to use the ape coin. That's like their currency now, and they want to use that. And I guess a lot of the issues was on Coinbase market, like the Coinbase checkout system, and it wasn't so much that Bored Ape Yacht Club could do, but I'm sure there were some ways they could test this. Like they could have known like what could have happened. I also think like it was kind of, I guess, bad timing, because they had a pack drop in the middle. In the middle of this Bored Ape merch drop, they had a pack drop which spiked the gas for Ethereum blockchain. And whenever you use a Coinbase checkout, you're sending your ape coin to a different ETH address, so you have to pay a gas fee. So a lot of people, they sent that transaction, then gas spiked up because of the pack drop. So then that transaction just stood there for a while before it confirmed, and then it never actually got submitted, and there were so many issues, and people were fast gassing for merch, which is crazy. We're fast gassing for NFT drops, and now we're fast gassing for just physical items too now. It's like, hey, I just ordered DoorDash earlier. I should have fast gassed that too and got to my house quicker. That's the world that we're going to be living in, it seems like, right? It's like,
yeah, shout out Pac.
Yeah, appreciate Bach. Looks like actually Bored Apes just had it. They literally just tweeted right now. Got the notification. Said, "Hey everyone, we're aware of the Coinbase commerce issues during the merch store checkout. They are working on a resolution now. If you encountered payment problems, we'll be following up with next steps soon." So, I mean, they know there's an issue. I would not want to be a mod for the Bored Ape team right now, because your whole week is gone. You're just answering complaint and issue.
Probably
and issue
even Coinbase support.
Yeah, even Coinbase support.
They would probably hate us now. So let's see. Do we have? Let's see. We got. Oh, did you want to? Okay, never mind. I already showed it. We'll hop right into it. I think.
Perfect.
You got yours. So this is the way they look. So if anybody hadn't seen it yet, these are the merch pieces that dropped today. It's a weird, funky style of like, I don't know, what would you call this? Like metal, punk, metal.
Yeah.
Metal core. I don't know.
I mean, I think JVB had a pretty funny comment on Discord earlier. He said, they basically got the same designer from Hot Topic to design these.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I could see that. It's like Hot Topic.
Hot Topic, and there's another store like Hot Topic, but I was like, yeah, this is very much like that. What do you think about the script stuff, first of all?
So my favorite parts of the collection are, I would say, the script stuff, like the board. I don't know if I like the saying board to death, but I do really like that whole left side, and I also like just the plain, like on the right side, just the plain skull logo. I think those are my top two. Yeah, those two. I think those are my top ones. Outside of that, I don't know, like the mutant world with it's like the cell and the the circles go around. I don't really get where that comes in. I mean, I guess it's like a science thing, and you're mutating your ape, but we haven't really seen that before. So this is like a new type of logo for it. Some of BAYC like that, like I think the BAYC, the mutant one, like the second row, like how that ape is, or it's got the BAYC at the top, and it's got this like crazy skull. It's just not my style, It's just not. That's just not me. Like now I say this, I still bought it, right?
Yeah.
I still bought it, but it's not really my style. It's nothing that if I saw that in the store, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I vibe with that. Let me pick that up and get that.
So let's take these 4 outfits right here, right? These 4 fits. Go 1 to 4. Like, which one would you rank first? The script over here, or the simple logo hoodie?
I think I'm gonna go the simple one.
Okay. So we got number 1 on the right side, and then number 2 for you here.
Yep, number 2 for me.
And then 3, and then 4.
Yeah, I guess 3 would be the. I don't know though. It's there's a lot going on it too. But I think I would choose the chemistry looking one for 3, and then the last one's going to be that graphic skull one.
Yeah,
for me.
I mean that's
are you similar?
Ranking. Yeah, that's the same exact ranking that I have.
Cool.
To be honest, I would just cancel this. I would nuke the hell out of this outfit right here, this second column. The shirt, the graffiti shirt is dope. This one's fire.
I like the shirt. I also like I kind of like the life raft, the life preserver. BAYC one too. I like it. It's different.
That one's kind of like also like an if you know you know. Like a lot of people don't realize that that's from the game as well.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So, what do you think about this drink it style right here?
I don't. I like it better than the other one, the other mutant one, but it's it's not really. Again, that's not really my thing. I'm not like if I bought it, I probably bought it just to have it, and maybe I'll maybe I'll sell it on like StockX. That's not one that I'm gonna be wearing. I'll be wearing the plain Bored Ape logo one instead.
Yeah, Hunter has a good point too. Like this varsity lettering here, these two. I mean, it's like they're totally out of place in this whole entire collection, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're decent, but I feel like they have so much work to do. Like they need to hire literally like a designer that's like doing like I don't even know, from a big streetwear brand, from a big lifestyle brand, because this is not like how you drop a collection at all. Especially like you don't show people. I don't know. I'm just
Oh, you got some thoughts. If you had to pick for, so you mentioned it, those big letters, they don't really fit. If you had to pick between those big letters or the script, which one do you like better? Which style?
I'm not a fan of either. I think that they both could work, but they have to be reconfigured. Like need a different layout, needs different sizing,
Right.
little accent stuff. But I don't know if just the way that they are. I guess I'm going with the script over the big letter, but really it could flip flop either way.
Yeah. I just my biggest thing is that I think I said this to a lot of people. I said it to you, Dort. I said to people in the Discord. I just want something other than black, right?
Yeah.
Give me the red merch shirt that we have as an OG trait. give me some color other than white and black.
Yeah.
I want some color, and then I want it to pop.
I get it. I get it. Like this is kind of, they can build their brand around that. And imagine like us showing up to an event or a yacht party or whatever, and like the whole Bored Ape, like Mutant Ape crew is just coming through because everybody's decked out, like murdered out in just black gear. So the idea of that is pretty dope. But like, just give us the options. Like, give us the options, and if we show up to an event wearing a white shirt, and you told us all to wear like our black merch, like then let me be that awkward person. Like, don't take that option away from me.
Right. Do you have the other pull up with the rug, with not the rugs, the blankets and the other shirt? Yeah. I think these are probably the best items of the drop, right? The Bored Ape logo, especially mainly the Bored Ape logo blanket. That thing is that's probably the prized piece of this drop right now.
Yeah, I really hope I got this one because my first transaction is the one that I had an issue on. Like, it timed out past the 15 minutes, but the Ethereum transaction went through like immediately. So I emailed them right away. Hopefully that's in the queue. I didn't open a ticket in the Discord because I feel like they're probably just communicating with the team on their side as well. So I just emailed the email it told me to do. But yeah, I think everything on here is pretty decent as well. I don't get where this blanket comes from.
So it's from. Have you seen it now? Have you seen the picture now? Let me find it real quick. It actually comes, like, I had the same thought too. I saw that design, like, what are we doing? Am I shopping at IKEA? Am I at Target right now at their website? Like, what is this design? I had no idea. Someone thought maybe it was a DMT thing.
Yeah,
right here,
I thought it was DMT.
Let's change this. So if you look in the bar, it's kind of subtle. It's a rug. It's in the bar.
In that case, it's pretty dope, and I should have probably bought it.
Yeah, that's I bought one of those. I actually got two of the logo blankets. And I bought one of those once I saw it was actually in the bar and it had that, tied back to that, this yacht club. Once I saw that, I'm like, okay, this makes a lot more sense, and it's actually pretty sick. I like it. But at first I was like, what does this mean? What is? I had no idea what it was.
Yeah. The other thing is that the freaking navigation of this entire store was complete cheeks, bro.
Yeah, you couldn't like increase quantity. You had to like add to cart, go back, add to cart, and then go to the next one. And
yeah,
I kept losing track of what I had in my cart, what I didn't have, and because it goes back to the beginning. And yeah, it was not very user friendly to say the least. And it looks like that's the majority. Like Dort already agrees. Like it's
because
yeah.
You would click in, and then when you go back, like, it doesn't take you back to where you were. It takes you it reloads in store, takes you all the way back up to the top, scroll back down, and then the other thing is like in your cart, if you have two of these added, like, let's see if I can do it here. So like I have two of these added. Here it tells me, okay, you can't add any more. Limit 2 per order. Sure, great, you nailed it. But then why not just on this store page? Now, if you already know I'm at my limit. Like, why not gray this one out or something too?
Yeah.
Or why not say like some tag, some notification here that says you are already maxed out in the cart?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that rug is dope now. This one, yeah, I hope I get it. I hope we get it. The anchor, I actually like the idea of using the anchor a lot more in the merch. Not particularly a fan of this, but it's dope enough to where I would actually wear it. And I get it. It's like I again, I said bring in the anchor for those mutant apes out there. They probably love this, right?
Yeah, I like the anchor. I think it looks it's something different, right? And that's what I've been wanting is I want stuff that's different. Now, what's your thoughts? We didn't talk about this yet. What's your thoughts on the soccer jersey?
Soccer jersey, yeah, big part, right? That was one of the limited ones.
Yeah, that was one of the the board apes had the blankets and the mutants had the soccer jersey. So this was the mutant specific limited item. I'm sure you got one, right?
Yeah, I got two of these. I'm not sure where soccer is coming from, but I mean, soccer is like obviously one of the most popular sports in the world. We do have a superstar holder in soccer, as well as NBA, but we already have basketballs. So I don't know. Again, I don't know where it comes from, but the jersey overall as a theme, it does look pretty sick.
Yeah. I think I'm not like a big soccer fan. I'm not a big, soccer. I've never owned a soccer jersey, but I did get one of these. So I'll be prepping that. But yeah, I like the look of them. I think they look nice.
Didn't they kind of copy this from? I mean, I don't mind it, but didn't they kind of copy this from Pixel Vault? Pixel Vault has a hoodie contract hoodie.
I guess I've never seen that hoodie from Pixel Vault.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, thumbs up for the soccer jersey. I'm not a huge soccer fan. In terms of design wise, it looks pretty good. I will FUD the hell out of it if it comes in with like a cheap quality, bro. Like if I'm paying that, you better give me like some heavyweight, like in-game jersey type.
Yeah.
This I didn't think I would like. If you would have described this to me without me seeing it, I'd be like, nah, that ain't it, Chief. But then when I look at it, I actually vibe with this one.
I was kind of torn on this one. Like I like the sleeve, like how like the sleeve it changes. It's the M2 serum. I don't know. It's just something I look at like if I wear this in public, am I weird? Am I that weird guy that's wearing this like because no one knows what that is, right? If you walk to the grocery store, you go to Walmart, absolutely nobody knows what an M2 serum is. So people just see your shirt and you just have a cut off hand of it looks probably, I mean, people could probably figure it's a cut off hand of a monkey holding like some vial that's got a eyes and there's green fluid in it and it's just different kinds of like innards and body parts. Like I don't know. It's a kind of a weird thing to wear out in public, right? But hey, I mean, maybe it's cool. But okay, I see what you mean now. That contract hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, overall, it was funny. I was telling you guys in the voice chat, like I sent my wife the images of the merch drop, and she didn't like any of them except the simple ones up here, up top. These 3 items, which I mean, she knows my style too. That's what I would have picked. Yeah. And I was like, I hate everything. Besides the blankie and these 3 items up here, like I hate everything. And she's like, did you buy it? I was like, yeah, I bought 2 of everything at least.
Of course, yeah.
Because that's what they've done to us, man. Like, even though I hate it, like you can't help but buy all of it.
You can't.
Buy multiples.
You can be disappointed and mad at them, but they already know. We already know. I'm gonna buy whatever they put out, no matter what it is, right?
Take my money.
Yeah, like I had my strategy, which I guess ended up being the correct strategy heading into this. So last night I moved 1 OG ape and 1 mutant to my hot wallet. So as soon as the merch drop happened, I used my hot wallet. I got 2 of those logo blankets, 2 of the because you can only get max of 2 of things. I got 2 of the logo blankets, 2 of the soccer jerseys, and then 2 of each of like the hats that I like. And I sent that transaction through real quick, and it got confirmed actually pretty quickly before they had all these issues. And then I went back and kind of slow ordered things with my Ledger wallet, and I ended up getting the other blanket, and then basically 2 of almost pretty much everything else as well. So yeah, it's my wife is my wife's not going to be very happy because she literally told me, she's like, you better not order any more hoodies. You have enough hoodies already.
It's hoodie season.
I got 9-10 more hoodies coming to me now, and it's about to be the summer. I'm not going to wear these hoodies.
In Kansas?
Not in Kansas. Not in Kansas.
No, sir.
See, I mean, I've got like 30 items coming. They're gonna have to send like I can't imagine the size of the boxes it's gonna come in, but I don't know. My wife's not gonna be happy. I haven't told her yet. But did you buy your wife? Did your wife wear merch? Did you buy anything for her? I'm always curious about that.
Yeah, we kind of share the same. Like, it's a little bigger on her, but she likes it like that, like just being comfy around the house and stuff. So like the hoodies and the joggers, I definitely did. But cool. She's not a fan of the merch anyway. So, but she's gonna wear it inside the house, you know. So.
Yeah, my wife's never gonna wear the shirts, the hoodies. But I texted her and I said, "Hey, I got sweatpants. Do you want any?" And then she said, "Absolutely." So I did order her some of the sweatpants because that's lounge around the house. So we can never have enough sweatpants.
Did you see going back to Pixel Vault again? The I can't ever remember his name, but it's the cheetah dude, like on the team. I can't remember, but he was getting, I guess, his Punks comics delivered, his physicals, and they were all stacked up on his front porch. And there had to be like at least like 30 of them.
So I guess we weren't going to talk about, because I got my Punks comics in as well.
Yo!
I got one hanging up back there, and I got 4 more right here. So Dang. They did it in such an inefficient way, because they did it so bad, because they had one comic.
Show us again. There we go.
So we got it looks nice. The case is nice. You can hang it. But the issue with that they did is, this came in one box. They didn't send, I claimed all 5 of my Punks comics at the same time, and they didn't send them all in the same box. So I had at my house, I had a stack of 5 boxes from Pixel Vault, and they each had one Punks comic in there. So they did it the most inefficient way possible, which is what that guy's referring to. So if you had multiple Punks comics, you had just a stack of boxes on your front porch just waiting to be brought in, and it wasn't, a bigger box with, them, because it would have been easy to separate them and package them in the same box and still have, them be protected from each other. But it was very strange the way they did it. It's just one box per comic.
Just a quick thing too is I actually got an NFT pop figure. This is Shredder, and I got this from the Wax blockchain because I had bought the Ninja Turtle packs there, and if you got a legendary, which I got 3 legendary coins, you can redeem them for a physical pop. So I did get this in over the weekend as well.
That's legit. That's cool.
Yeah, and I've already put it in the case and whatnot, but what I didn't realize, I sold my duplicate Shredder, and then I had another character, but I was supposed to redeem it by December 31st. So big rip.
So back to, I guess, one last comment. We're gonna jump into a tier rankings too of this Bored Ape merch, but Dort's got a question, or he says, "Win board shorts. Do you think they missed an opportunity? We're heading into this. It's spring. We're heading into the summer. It's warmer weather across the country, but we got hoodies and sweatpants. Do you think there should have been shorts and more like summer wear in this drop?"
Absolutely. I need
That's
some
what we
chubbies.
want, right?
I need
You
chubbies.
need some board chubbies.
Yeah, because but I'm hoping out. Like, I'm just crossing my fingers now. Like, we're gonna get a merch drop even faster than the last time. So instead of waiting 3-4 months, whatever, like hopefully we have another merch drop like in May, I guess. I'd be down for that. Or maybe we're gonna be able to redeem it like just for free. I don't know.
Right.
But until then, I'm fudding. Like, I'm hiding my ape. I don't even want to represent them.
Well, let's see. The market decides. Let's see what's the current Bored Ape floor. Did everyone dump their apes? Is the floor completely crashing? And the floor is at 107 still. So no, it's unfortunately, the people out there that are trying to FUD this to the ground, it's not going to work. They're past that. It's just physical merch, and it's not going to affect the floor price or anything at all. It's just at this point, it's just a little bit extra on the side.
Okay, right. So we got a tier ranking, you said?
Yeah, well, I can pull up the tier ranking. Let me see.
Yep. Go ahead.
So we've got, shout out to Chili. I don't know if he's watching right now, but
my bad.
there we go. So shout out to Chili. He put this. I sent him the screenshots, and then he threw this together for us real quick. So I kind of know your thoughts. You're probably gonna rank everything on the D tier. So be a little bit,
F
you know,
tier.
we'll let the chat decide as well. But let's go in and just do a quick little tier ranking of these of a lot of these items. And I didn't send every single item because there's so much, but I kind of we did the main ones and some of the more popular things. So let's start off first. We already talked about this, and I can get bigger pictures too if I need to. Let me see. So this first one, is this gonna be? I mean, where would you rank this? We already talked about this one. This is that BAYC hoodie with that graphic skull. Chat, let us know. Is this going to be S, A, B, C, or D? I'm putting this at a solid. So I'd put this at a C. Oh, D's in the chat.
That's an F tier.
Okay, there's no F tier. We need you to stop that.
Don't even rank it then.
Don't even rank it. We got D, D, B, C. You know what? You want to put it in F? We're gonna throw it at the bottom. It's gonna be that D tier.
Like they don't understand. I truly have a problem with this merch.
Now you know where this is gonna be handy. I know exactly where this hoodie is gonna be handy.
In jail. Hunter
on his emo nights. He's gonna fit right in. Yep, Chili knows emo night, baby. All right, so we've got this next one. Let me scroll to the next one on the list. I don't even know if this. I guess these are just red apes crawling.
Like, yeah,
but these are the mutant sweatpants, and they're just like at first I thought they were frogs. Like the second one right here.
They remind me of those toys you used to play with, like those little monkey, like chimp ape.
Yep.
Toys.
Where would you rank these sweatpants at? I mean, they're kind of subtle. They're interesting.
These ain't bad. Yeah, I'm gonna say B.
You're gonna say, oh, that's a little high. B. Looks like we got a B. Let's just go quick right here. You said B. B's in the chat. Put that at a B. We've got this.
Other than that hoodie, I'm taking my bias out of it.
Other than that hoodie, okay. There we go. So we got the next one is, I can do this over here. It's that simple, just solo, this Bored Ape logo hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
All it is this black hoodie. There's nothing on the back. It's just this logo on the front, which is, I think, one of my favorite pieces of the drop. And I'd put this I put this in the A tier, honestly.
So for me taking my bias out of it, I'm going to say that it's in between A and B. Personally, I'm ranking it an A, but I could see how it's too simple.
Yeah, we got BSB, Mtoli, and Pitchlock all say A as well. So we'll put this one in the A. Look at us. We got some stuff on the A tier. The next one, we've got this Bored to Death t-shirt. I think this is the back side. I think the front side is just that. It's just this logo, like it is on my shirt right here. And then this is the back side, the Bored to Death. It's that script style. Chat says, BSB gives us an S tier. Okay, that's I guess it's a hot take, right? But
I think B.
We got this one's all over the place. We got an S, we got a D, we got C. I guess I would probably say I would give this one a B. I don't mind it, but it looks like if we average everything out, it's probably gonna end up in the C tier. So we'll put that in the C. Now what about this?
Oh, we got a late A though.
Yeah. Now what do you think about this this mutant hat? This mutant snapback.
Again, are you going with a forest jungle tiki theme? Are you going with you got the script theme and then you got the university text?
Yeah.
The collegiate text, it's all over the place. Fire this man. Oh my god. Anyways, the hat, B or C for me. I guess C for me.
Yeah, I would say C for me as well. Honestly, it's I get what they're trying to do. It's just kind of underwhelming, and I don't know.
All the other mutant stuff was a liquidy, like a liquidy feel to it, right?
Yeah.
And then this one is more sticks, and it's super sharp edges, and it just doesn't fit in.
All right, then we got the anchor shirt. The Yeah, we talked about this one earlier. It's different. I think we both liked it. I know my wife would like this one because of the eyes. You know, she's an ophthalmologist, so she's anything that has eyes, she's gonna love. I would give this one an A, just because it's different and I like it.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I'll probably wear this one for sure, but I'm still giving it a B.
Okay, looks like we got Mtoli, BSB, Hunter. They all say A as well. So we'll put this one. We'll put this one in the A. And I'm honestly, I didn't think we were gonna have a single piece of mutants in the A, so that kind of surprised me.
I think people vibe with the colors and
they vibe. Yeah, it's nice. All right, now we got this first specialty piece. We got, you know, now that you know this rug is from the bar, right? This is right in front of the arcade machine. This is a rug that's in the bar. Now that we know like the provenance of it, basically, you know, what it is. Where are we ranking this blanket at? This rug throw blanket.
Yeah, between A and B.
For me, this is probably a B.
I think I'm going B.
Looks like we got some A's. We got some B's.
Because
yeah,
I get it, but I think
like borderline A. It's so close to A, I think.
Yeah. To be honest, they should have done like a Bored Ape and Mutant rug, or blanket, sorry, and then a Bored Ape and Mutant soccer jersey.
Yeah. Chili says mid at best, so he's the tiebreaker. It's gonna be at B. All right, and then we've got this. I know people in the chat hate this one, but this like college style lettering, you know, the big letters on the back of the hoodie, Bored Ape Varsity. You know, what do we think? F, move on. People hate it, skip it, don't even rank it. Do I not rank this one?
I think it's D.
People hate this. 0. Oh, do we leave it unranked?
Delete the screenshot.
Get this off my screen. Okay, all right. We're not gonna rank this one.
Wait, if you don't rank that one, you cannot rank the other.
Okay, we'll put it at D. We'll put it at D.
The hoodie gotta be the worst one here.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Clean dad hat logo white skull. This is A for me. I like it. It's simple.
Personally, it's A.
This is A for me.
I could see how people are gonna vote it B, but
Totally says S. Chili says S. A. Let's see. We got. Yeah, I think it's an H. I think chat kind of, you know, if we average everything out, I think it's right there in the A. I think that's a good one. All right, and then we've got. Let's see. Find the big one of this. Here it is. So it's this drink it shirt. I think it's I forgot the back. Oh, this is the life preserver. The life preserver shirt. So I don't have the picture of that one. We saw it earlier, but you know, this drink it on the back has got the life preserver. Where would you rank that one at? For me, I would probably say B tier.
B. Yep. Right on with you.
Looks like, yeah, everyone else is saying B except JVB. Dort says C, but looks like B is kind of the majority. So let's go B. All right, I don't even need to pull up a big picture. We got the contract address hat as the next one. That's if we're ranking everything, that's D tier for me, right?
Contract address hat.
I guess I'll pull it up.
It's D. I mean, I want it to be C, but they didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it totally says Z tier. We gotta scroll down to get there. That's another one of those delete the screenshots, right? All right, D tier. And then we've got one of the mutant hats. We got a little bit left. The mutant drink it. How are we feeling about this one?
C?
Yeah, I think C as well. It looks like everyone else is getting lots of C's and D's.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, BSB says drink it works better on the tee. I kind of agree. Like drinking on the hat, it's just kind of weird. But yeah, so we'll go with C. I think that's generous, but we're in a giving mood. We'll be generous for this one. All right, next one we've got our Bored Ape sweatpants. So we've got this, bored to death script. It's got like the mint size when it was minted on the upper left thigh.
It's ass.
It's ass. You don't like this?
It's gonna be a B or C for me.
VSB says S tier to the max. I actually like out of the sweatpants. This is probably my favorite sweatpant, and I'm probably gonna give this an A on my opinion. We got we're all over the place on here. We got A's, we got S's, we got B's, we got C's.
B.
Where
B,
do you
B,
put
B.
you put this at B?
Yeah.
Looks like we're seeing more B's than anything else. So we'll go ahead and put it on the B. And then we've got another big letter. This is the back of the Bored Ape shirt. Just big words, Bored Ape. F, the JVB instant F.
D,
C, F. All right, this one. Let's see. D. There we go. Now one of the more interesting ones. The lettering is worse than Gokina at COD. Chili, can anything be worse than that? I don't know. It's pretty bad.
I like this one. I'm gonna give it an A tier.
Really? A tier. Okay.
Yeah.
We got some other A's. Hunter says A, and totally A.
They
BSB
did very
S.
well with the sizing, the spacing of stuff, and the colors.
A strange new beginning. I could have done without the contracted address at the bottom. Like just take that off, and it looks perfectly fine, right? Looks like we got another A tier. That's nice. It's good to see. All right, and then we have one of the premier items of the drop, the soccer jersey.
It might have to be S, no cap.
You think an S? It's different. Oh, we got C's. We got a bunch of C's, A's, and S's. This is all over the place.
Yeah, it might have to be S, no cap.
Yeah.
It's A at the lowest, but
I think I'm at an A. I don't know if I'm at S tier for this, but I'm definitely. I mean, we're getting a lot of S's, but we're also getting a lot of C's. I don't know. Is this A or S? What's the chat? What's the average looking like? What do you think?
Man, I guess if you average, I think we're still barely in the A's.
Okay. I wish we could move this to like yeah. I guess if I move it to like the first A, does that make a difference? Like it's it's like right there, right?
Yeah. Show the back. It's a 00.
Yeah.
Are you able to show it? I can see.
I can pull it up right here.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the back right there. The back's like I think the front looks a lot better than the back. The back's not nothing special.
I'd be okay calling it an A, but it might be one of the only S tiers in here. The only only one that has a chance besides the blankie.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a chance at another S tier later on, but we'll get there. So we've got this, bored to death. That's all it says, bored to death hat.
C.
I'm gonna give this a C. Yeah, C. This doesn't say anything special to me, right? Pitch Dark likes it. He gives it an A. Hunter says C. I'm totally B. I think we both said C, right? It's probably gonna be a C. All right, two more. We've got this last. Where's it at? The Bored to Death hoodie. Oh no, it's just not Bored to Death. It's Bored Ape Yacht Club, but in script. I like that it's the Bored Ape Yacht Club. It's not. I don't like the whole Bored to Death saying too much, but I do like the script. I mean, I like that it says Bored Ape Yacht Club. I'd probably give this a B, like a high B probably if I was picking. Where are you at?
Giving it a high C. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like we got quite a few B's in there. Hunter's a C. I think it probably averages out to be. Yeah, it is kind of hard to read Hunter. I wonder what it's gonna look like in person. Like, it's Someone's got to get real close to you to be able to read what it says, right?
I understand though. Like script is pretty popular within the yachting club, right? Within the yachting scene.
Yeah.
Like it's not called aquatics. What is it? Marine lifestyle. Like
Right.
script is very popular.
All right, and we've got the last item, which is probably like the premier item for this drop, and that's
Yeah.
going to be the logo throw blanket. I think this is S tier, no question.
You got it.
Yeah.
S tier, baby.
Can we ban this? Like, can you just ban yourself or something? You know, I think everyone looks like is saying S tier, but I think this is the item of the drop. Yeah. So looking at this blanket, these were like $120 each, right? These blankets.
Free.
Yeah, free. What do you think these go for secondary? I mean,
My boy.
we're not really in the merch for flipping yet. Maybe we are now, but
Nah, it's it should be a G, but people are gonna pay per hand for $595.
yeah, I've already seen on Twitter so many people trying to get this blanket because they missed out on it.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the one that people are going to probably feel FOMO on because having this display in your house is, I mean, let me just say, I'm glad I got 2 of these and I'm not going to be selling any of them because I got dogs and they're probably going to chew up one. So at least I got a spare if that happens, right?
And totally said C tier, bro.
Yeah, and totally. If anyone, we're looking for a new mod. Our current mod just doesn't really, fit what we're looking for. So if you're interested, just go and apply at NFA@gmail.com.
Bro, Chili. See, Chili feels me. It's crazy how bad it is, bro. Pitch Dark. See, like I caught it on the spot. It said 595. Pitch Dark said he would pay us 600.
That's what he would pay, but is someone going to sell it for that? I'm sure someone that, I bet you could probably get that for someone selling it, the next week or so. But I think give it like a few months or so, it's definitely over 1,000.
Yeah, that's a 10xer.
So yeah, this is our final tier listing. JVB says tiers are scuffed.
All right. So the changes that I'll make, not that anybody asked, I'd probably put the jersey in S tier despite the back.
Okay, you would do that?
Yeah, I would do that, but you don't have to. And then I would put the yellow mutant hat in D tier probably. Other than that, I'm good with it.
I think if I had to make a change, I would move this rug to A tier. Mm-hmm. Just knowing that like it came from the yacht club, like knowing the background of it. Like if I know the background, this would be a C thing, right? C or D. But knowing the background, I would probably put it in the A tier. I'm pretty okay with everything else. Maybe I would move these mutant sweatpants down a little bit. And maybe the script, I'd move that up to B. I would swap these two if it was me. But yeah, that's there's our tier list. So shout out to Chili again. Thanks for making that for us.
Yo, shout out Chili, brother.
We covered merch in depth. When are we gonna have the next merch drop? If you had to guess.
I don't know, but you know what would be dope? Oh, I guess May. Hopefully May for like the chubbies and the flip flops and the. I need a flag. I asked for a flag to give me a blanket. I guess I can't be too mad, but I do need a flag for the boat and just cruising on the lake.
Right.
Oh my god. But they need a red shirt like this. Like,
Oh my
like
god.
a plain red shirt.
That's what I've been saying. It's literally a trait for the OG apes. Like it's that red. It's the red shirt with the logo. I want that so bad, and I would buy so many of them because I want to get the next merch drop. I want to see. We already talked about it. We're just beating a dead horse, but I want to see other colors than black and white, right?
And then we need like small little trinkets, like collectibles.
Oh, I got some right here. We're pulling some trinkets out. We need a little, like the little Damien Hirst shark.
Little keychain. Yep.
It's upside down. Oops.
Something like that. I mean, Cool Man's already has a U2's or a Funko and stuff. Like, why have we not gotten any true collectibles yet? These are merch. These are apparel items that act as a collectible, but we haven't got any.
Yeah, we got that Beep Boop. Got that
Toys,
Batos.
figurines, and
Yeah, but I mean, I guess we did get, we got that sticker pack at least from the NYC. Well, I guess that was from the New York City merge, so you didn't get the sticker pack. But yeah, I do want to see some like more like little trinkets and like collectible stuff. I am looking forward to, I wonder if soon we'll be getting our rewards from the mutant versus apes versus mutant challenge. So we'll be getting the plush toy soon. That'd be cool to have on display. Whoever got the bong or whatever the higher prizes were, that's gonna be cool to get.
Shout out to your scholar.
Shout out to him, totally. Appreciate you sending those to me. I'm gonna really take care of those for you. Cool. So while Jeremy's off running, getting whatever he's getting, we're gonna move on. We've got, we covered the merch in detail. While we're, Honor, Ether 3400. Let's look at this. Actually, while Jeremy's away, let me pull this up. Ooh. What happened on, yesterday? That I remember we were in Discord and that jump happened, and it's just that jump was huge for ETH. Like that is such a big jump up for for ETH. But I mean, it's just going up and up and up. We love to see that. ETH's at 34.14 right now. We've got ApeCoin. It's pumping just right with ETH around the same time. They had that same jump up. We love seeing this. When does it crash? When does it's all been tomorrow. Too good. Tomorrow? You think we should? You think it's all right? You guys heard it here first. You better get in stables. Get ready for the crash. It's happening tomorrow. Jeremy guaranteed it.
Do you have your mutant poster?
No, I don't. It's somewhere around here, but I don't have it close by.
I have not framed that yet.
I'm not going to go look for my house, but I do have another poster I got from the NYC merch, like one of the posters that they had. But since we got this pulled up here, so we got the ApeCoin. Our last stream together was the Wednesday night that they announced ApeCoin. It was going to be on Thursday, and then I left for New York, and we didn't stream since then. So we haven't had a stream where we both. We haven't had a stream since we've gotten our ApeCoin, so we've had a week and a half to gather our thoughts. That sticker. I put one of those stickers on the back of our car, and that was like whenever apes were like 2 ETH, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a big thing. Now.
Yeah, now it's like, all right, well, maybe I should take it off now, but but we haven't had a stream since ApeCoin came out. We've had a lot of time to kind of gather our thoughts, see the price go down, recover. Now it's been at all-time highs over the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
What's your? I mean, I obviously, if I say what's your thoughts on ApeCoin, it's a good thing because we both made out pretty well with it, right? Like, what's your thoughts on receiving free money? But I guess just in general, like, how do you think the perception has been about ApeCoin? How's it been rolled out? How's it been, perceived by people that aren't members of Bored Apes? Like, there's just so much going on with it, right?
I think by normies and non-owners, I think it's gone pretty well, especially if you bought it towards the lower end. But for holders, I feel like it's been pretty controversial. Like in terms of the voting, like the DAO voting, and then also the plans for how Ape is going to be used in the land sale. And like there's so many unknowns that we're still kind of questioning everything. It's kind of like we're waiting to see. But at the same time, I mean, the value going pretty crazy. But, in regards to one of the votes is that being able to stake Ape, and people were like, well, if you would have told me from the beginning that I should have saved my Ape to be able to stake it and earn more, then I wouldn't have sold. And that's what people are saying. And it's like, I get it, but you have to take all that into consideration whenever you sell anything, right? Like you have no idea what's to come, especially in this ecosystem, like in NFTs and Ethereum.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the staking. We've got, did you vote for these before I pull up the results of what, it's not finished yet. They're almost done. We got a couple days left, but
not yet.
I went ahead and changed my votes to no for these. So it looks like it's looks like the staking process is going to be voted down, which I agree with. I mean, I voted against it. Once more kind of came out, but the way they had it set up, where it's like all you had to own was, they have it set up in these different tiers. So, a BAYC gets you access to more ApeCoin to earn via staking rewards, and then BAYC is slightly less, and then I think there's a part for the Kennel Club, and there's a part for just ApeCoin only. And that's like the bottom one. But they had it set up where it's all you had to do is own one of the NFTs. So some huge whale that's not even in a Bored Ape could buy one Bored Ape, own millions of ApeCoin, millions of dollars worth of ApeCoin, and then just completely drain the staking pool. Just by own, and all they had to do was own one Bored Ape. So I think people are trying to shoot for like a cap on per NFT. So that's what I'm looking for. It's just weird that it's also just, I think it's just kind of, I don't know, I'm not gonna say shady. Like I know that they're trying to push these proposals out, get stuff in motion, and get stuff approved pretty quickly. But it seems pretty quick, right? Like they just announced. They just released ApeCoin, announced the foundation, then all of a sudden we're voting on staking, and they're written. The staking proposals were written by Animoca brand, which is the brand that owns Sandbox, and they only own one ape, but they have a pretty big ApeCoin they have a pretty big ApeCoin collection of theirs. So I think it's the manner it was rolled out was kind of weird. So I would like to see them take their time. If it's not going to be 4 to 5 months before this happens, why is there a rush to pass this proposal? And also, what's weird is I've seen people say on Twitter and everything that, hey, it only takes maybe a week or two for someone like a good developer to come out, and a team of developers to come out and set up the staking contract and get it in place and ready to go. That only takes like a week or two. Why is it taking 4 to 6 months before this actually happens? So I'm curious to see if that time frame changes as well, or if there's a reason why it's pushed back that long. But yeah, I do like that it's not just yes men, right? It's not just everyone's voting in favor. I think people saw that as a negative. I've seen some takes on Twitter where it's like, oh look, people are already voting against proposals. This thing's a failure. But I think that's the opposite, right? It's it's a DAO. I think there should be discourse. There should be opinions and people swaying people the other way. And I think this is pointing to a healthy DAO so far. I mean, I really like being a part of it, and I like the look of it so far.
Yeah, I think it's pretty healthy. Absolutely. Overall thoughts on ApeCoin though, like I feel like it's overpriced at the moment. Not trying to flood our own bags.
Can you chill? Yeah, someone. I'm totally. Can you ban the co-host?
I would have thought that at maybe somewhere in the 12 to 13 range at most. But
right.
I'm not going to argue.
I'm definitely not going to argue. Did you mess around with the LP at all, like with the liquidity pool?
Nope.
Yeah.
I've not.
I think I did that for the opening weekend, and it was pretty lucrative. But I've kind of backed out of it now, so I could vote. And it's one of those things that the LP can be super nice, or it can be super bad real quick, and it can turn negative and lose you a lot of money like in a snap. So definitely be careful if you're messing around with the LPs. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where this price goes. We did have the announcement while I was gone. We had the other side. I'm really curious. So we've got this. I don't need to play the video. I'm sure everyone's seen this video by now, right? Let me see. We got. Yeah, I'm sure everyone's already seen this video by now, the ApeCoin, the other side. What was your first reactions when you first saw this video?
Pretty dope.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really excited, but I just, immediately I want to know the timeline, and then also what impact the codas will have, like what role will they play, and then also what's the fidelity of the game, because as we know, like trailers can be super high fidelity and high quality and stuff, and then when it comes to the game, it's like, okay, this would look nothing like the trailer, which it's not supposed to necessarily.
Right.
So I just have questions, but it gets me incredibly excited. I just want to know more.
Yeah, I'm I'm excited for this, and I'm looking forward to, it says powered by ApeCoin. I think there's a debate right now that if this is going to be sold in ETH or ApeCoin. I don't think there's a debate. Like, I feel like it has to be ApeCoin, right? Like, it's their currency. Like, they just had a merch drop. They sold merch in ApeCoin. I feel like this land drop is going to be in ApeCoin as well. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to the other side. I think it's pretty cool. They got who is it that sings the song? The song that's in the video. It's is it The Doors, right?
I don't know actually.
I think it's The Doors, because they also tweeted about this too. Like, they also obviously got the permission to use the song, so they're again stretching those those real life brands and connections. But yeah, I'm looking forward to April and seeing the structure of it, because they haven't even come out and said like, hey, if you own this, if you own a Bored Ape or a Mutant, then you get one plot for free, or maybe you get a discount. So I'm assuming we get them dropped for free as well as the public sale, similar to what they did with the Mutant Apes.
The other thing in here was the collaboration projects. Like, who else is going to be in here, right? Cool Cats, Word of Women, Nouns,
Toads.
You have that other game that's already out, the little Skull Trooper dude. I can't remember.
Yeah, Punk and the Meebits.
Punks and Meebits. Oh yeah, I forgot about those small projects.
Those lesser projects of Yuga Labs, right?
Yeah. But I wonder how they come into the fold and what they add to it, right? Because I feel like we should be getting something out of that. But at the same time, maybe it's not all done by Yuga Labs. Maybe and they're all kind of seen as equal, and Animoca brought this to the table for all of them. It's kind of, I mean, like obviously all these projects have crazy different market caps and different value. So I just wonder how stuff has been kind of distributed in ways to these projects. Like,
I wanted to, I guess my one last thought on this is I wanted to get your thoughts, and it's more like the background. So Animoca is a pretty big investor into this, into Yuga Labs and into the other side. They also own Sandbox, which is a metaverse on their own. They have almost 200,000 plots and parcels on their own, and now they're invested. They're pretty big investors in the other side, which is the Yuga metaverse. Which is kind of, I think that's very interesting. It's a very weird dynamic that it's almost like they're hedging their bet in case the other side passes the Sandbox, and if the other side becomes the premier gaming metaverse land, it passes up Sandbox, and hey, Animoca doesn't matter because they've got chips on both sides, and maybe this is them hedging their bets. Or I think some people assume, I've even seen some people think that the other side is going to be part of Sandbox, which I don't think that's going to happen. But what are your thoughts on this, on Animoca being involved in both of them at the same time?
I think it's awesome. I think in order for the entire space to succeed, you're going to need that cross collaboration, that interoperability, composability. Like, I think that's the only way that any project will make it. So you won't make it without it, for sure, because nobody's going to want to be the Apple of the metaverse, essentially, right?
Right.
Where everything is kind of like closed doors, closed off. Doesn't work with any other type of NFT, and that's not what the space is about. So I think it's a good move, but it does bring up into question, like, where are their resources going to be invested, right? In terms of skill and they're going to be building more stuff for Sandbox. They're going to be building more stuff for the other side. It's going to be equally split. It's okay to be in all of these, but where do they put their efforts?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I think that's kind of our thought. I mean, that's a wrap of my thoughts. I don't really have too much thoughts on ApeCoin or on other side or on merch. Is basically a full, you know, we try to cover a lot of things, but today was basically, you know, we covered WoW Galaxy, and then it was mainly, you know, Board Ape Yacht Club and Yuga and the merch and everything else, because there's so much to go, so much going on, and a lot happening. So I think I'm pretty good there. Do you have anything else that you want, any news, notes, shout outs you want to give before we sign off here?
Just a quick shout out to a few things that I have going on. Pac obviously has dropped this morning the Metamorphosis Ash Chapter 2 that happened. They sold out their 7,000 whatever. That was 29 artists, each submitted 250 pieces along for his own, so there's 7,000 total possible tokens. That is called Metamorphosis, so you can only pick those up on secondary at the moment. Not financial advice, but just letting you know. The other thing is the gutter juice, the cats, I think reveal earlier this week, right? Early this week.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I think people were kind of confused. I'm still confused myself, so maybe if you have the answer, but I think they're going to go a species at a time in terms of the reveal for gutter juice and the mutations. I don't think that's all going to be pigeons, dogs, cats, and rats.
Honestly,
I think it's cats first.
Yeah, honestly, I don't follow it. The gutter cat community is one of the worst communities out there. They're extremely, especially this weekend showed me, you know, that they've really clinged on to this bit of being like, you know, they try to be in the gutter, and I don't vibe with it. I don't vibe with them, so they can do their own thing. I'll do my own separately. That's fine. I'm not gonna pay attention to it too much, but yeah. I don't have an answer for you.
Yeah, I think they're doing cats first. Cats are about like an ETH floor. Dogs are about a 0.4. So that's, if you're looking into something, you know, gutter cat related, maybe check that out. The other thing is probably the pre-mint collector pass. Just wanted to shout that out again, because I do think, while I do think it's overpriced, I think it will be worth the money that you pay for it. Again, not financial advice, but I will be trying to pick up one for kind of each of my wallets. That's going to be 0.25. There's only going to be 10,000 of them, which is why I think it's overpriced. But there's already like 3x times the wallets that are available that have already registered for it. And this isn't a register like you click a giveaway button in Discord or you retweet a Twitter. Like, you literally have to go to the page and register your address for it. So I think that you're gonna see more of that conversion rate, like a higher conversion rate of people. There was maybe one other thing other than the essence that we talked about. So if you're late in the stream, we talked about the essence earlier as well. That's for the F render, his F avatar project.
Cool. That's a lot of information. You always bring those good. I feel like we ramble a lot when we talk about things, but whenever we go over news and notes, you always are like action packed. You like this last like 2 minutes that you have is always packed with like the actual alpha of the Twitch stream, right? It's like, hey, if you're watching the Twitch stream, you just skip the whole first hour and a half and just skip the last 2 minutes of Jeremy giving the breakdown of like, hey, you know, the shout outs.
Oh, one more, and please don't kill me. I'm just the messenger.
Oh, but,
no. For the birds, the proof birds, what are they called? Moonbirds. Moonbirds released more information. So that is going to be a Dutch auction. Again, don't shoot me. It's going to be a Dutch auction starting at 2.5 Ethereum, going all the way down to 0.1 over 6 hours. Okay. So call it a cash grab, whatever you want.
No, cash grab.
And again, disclaimer, like, I do have a proof pass, which gives me 2 free Moonbirds. But at the same time, if I didn't have a proof, and a lot of people wish that they did, the next entry there are the Moonbirds. It's like a proof mini, essentially. So if you want to be a part of that collective, that group, the Moonbirds is your only way in. So that mint date is going to be April 16th. So roughly in a little less than 3 weeks. 2.5 all the way down to 0.1 over 6 hours. You will get access to Proof's Discord channels.
Let me give one more thing before you mentioned that. Let me give one more shout out before we sign off here. Look at this group of people. This is the boys right here. This is our group at the Cool Man's universe. You know, that's me in the middle. That, you know, looking cozy. But yeah, look at this group. This is all of us, you know, from the Shilliverse Discord meeting up and This is us in New York City, so the cool man is they took that. That was a fun time, super cool event, and good to see. So I just wanted, I just saw that on Discord. I just, hey, we're at the end of the stream. Let's just go and share that. But there's like Henry says the same thing. It's a bunch of sexy going on right there, right?
That is a bunch of sexy. That's a
that
lot
is,
of drip too.
There's too much going on right there. But cool.
Quick.
That's all I've had. Go ahead.
Quick thoughts, just to reply to Jay Henry. Don't leave him hanging. He said, do you think it's good to make proof less exclusive? To be honest, I think this was really their only way forward, because they got to think of a way to bring in a lot of revenue as well. So I'm not calling it cash grab. Even if they sell it at 0.1, that's really good for them. 0.1 times 10,000. Like I think that they needed to build up that cash to do the stuff that they want to do. There's additional project coming out, like the apartments that they're doing. They're kind of like own little metaverse. The events that they want to hold. Stuff for current holders. So I think for them it is really good, and I don't think it hurts the brand necessarily, because you'll still have proof only channels and benefits, but then you also, so there's going to be like that premium level, and then there's going to be like that basic level of benefits, which are the Moonbirds. So do I think it's good as a holder and a non-holder? I think it's good for the project. Hopefully we can extract as much value from the Moonbirds as we put into it. That is left to be determined, but for the project, definitely good.
Cool. Good shout outs there. Well, I think that's all we've had today. It is, I'll say it again, it's good to be back. It's good Monday, back to our regular stream. We'll be back here Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, unless something changes. We'll tweet it out. But yeah, let us know. I guess maybe we'll come back Wednesday with another pick'em. We haven't done pick'em in a while, so we need we need someone, someone from the chat. We need someone from the chat to pop up and take us down again, and see if someone can step up and fill the place of the chat and pick them. But until then, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Jeremy, any last words?
That is it. Yo, be your own alpha.
Be your own alpha. Peace.
Peace.